Welcome to the second season of Life Talks with Anurag Paul, the podcast where every story is a window into life's deepest lessons. This season, we are bringing you not just insightful conversations with thought leaders, but also powerful voices from the worlds of literature, influence, personal development, and beyond. From acclaimed authors and transformational coaches to dynamic influencers, changing the face of social impact, each episode is designed to help you unlock your own potential. Today marks the 12th episode of Life Talks with Anurag Paul, and we are excited to continue this journey of inspiration, learning, and discovery with you. So sit back, hit the follow button, and get ready because this season, every guest brings a unique perspective that could be your doorway to breakthrough. Welcome to Life Talks with Anurag Paul, and today we have Prantik Panigrahi. Prantik is not only a celebrated life coach, facilitator, and author, but also the creator of Tattva Bodhika, the elemental discovery system. He is a pioneer bringing the three vital questions framework to India, and his workshops and books have helped people and organizations break free from limiting beliefs and unlock hidden potential. Prantik, welcome to Life Talks with Anurag Paul.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here, Anurag. Thank you so much for inviting.
You're most welcome. And let's start at the very beginning, Prantik. You have a Bachelor of Computer Science degree, but then your journey took a different turn altogether. What triggered your transition from technology to personal transformation?
That journey is very interesting and it's very close to my heart also. And I have written about this journey in my book also in Live Inspired. So,
Mhm.
as you know, that I've done my computer science graduation. So, in my
Right,
final year, one thing that I always knew that I'm highly intuitive. So, I always used to listen to my intuition right from my
right.
seventh or eighth grade. So, in my final year, maybe 15, 20 days before my final exam, I just got an intuition. This is not something that I want to continue with, the computer science.
Okay,
I do not want to write programs. Whatever I wanted to learn, I have learned. Okay, I know how programs are designed.
right.
So I felt that this is not where I should continue. So I went to my father and I said, Baba, I don't want to continue further.
Mhm.
He said, okay, fine, no problem. Just give the exam, okay, finish the graduation exam, and then search for whatever you really want to do. And while I was searching, so there was a classmate in my first year who
Mhm.
failed in her first year and she never came back for study. She discontinued her education. And after my graduation, I got a call from her saying that, Prantik, I'm getting engaged. I want you to be there for my engagement function.
Okay.
Sure, why not? So I went there. She introduced me to one of her uncle.
Mhm.
And that uncle, after a few months of meeting, he invited me to a seminar that was happening in Nasik.
Mhm.
So I went there reluctantly, but just to keep the respect, I went there. And there I met Mr. Sham, okay, who became my first mentor of my life. And that Sham put me into habit of reading a lot of books.
Okay.
And I fell in love with those books. And Sham, after 2, 3 years, he saw me that I'm gulping books like anything. So after
Mhm.
2, 3 years, he comes to me and says, Prantik, don't constipate yourself with the knowledge that you have.
Mhm.
And I fell in love with that word, that statement. Don't constipate yourself with the knowledge that you have. And I also realized that he wants me to share the knowledge, not just to keep it to myself.
Right.
So I started to speak to my friends after my job during weekends. I used to talk to my friends. This is what I've read. This is what I have learned. I think we should implement. I think you should implement. So I used to say that those people, they started to like it. They started to invite me to different forums like
Mhm.
Rotary Club, Lions Club for sessions. And the beautiful part of their sessions was it was always happening up late night, okay,
Okay.
after 8 p.m. So I used
Mhm.
to finish my job and go there and do some sessions. So
Mhm.
going there and standing over there and talking to those people and the way they were receiving those, then I thought I think I should make it a career out of it. So I came here. So there's a small journey of all the missing pieces coming together.
Yeah, that's beautiful expression, don't keep yourself constipated with the knowledge that you have acquired. I really like that expression. But if you see in your first book, Live Inspired,
Hmm.
it draws from your mentorship experiences. So I
Yep.
wanted to ask you, could you share a lesson from your mentor? Yeah, as you said that you met him for
Hmm.
the first time, that changed your life. Any instance that totally changed your life? You gave this example of your first meeting with him,
Hmm.
but any lesson that you want to talk about your mentorship journey?
There are so, I'm sorry. There are so many lessons to share. So
Right,
let me share. Okay, one incidence of genes.
right.
So one fine afternoon, I was having lunch with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just talking to him everything, and he just randomly shared, Prantik, why don't you invest in some good branded clothes, good quality clothes? And now imagine a 21, 22-year-old boy, okay, listening to this. Said, Sham, why are you putting me in these trouble? Okay, I can afford 10 shirts at the price of one. Okay,
Right.
why to buy? Why to invest two and a half, 3,000 rupees on one shirt? I can buy 10 shirts out of it. So
Mm-hmm.
Sham is a man with very, very less words, minimalistic words. He didn't say anything. He continued with the lunch. He had a smile on his face. And after lunch, he said, Prantik, let's go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
So he lives at Bridge Candy area of Mumbai.
Okay. Right.
So that's a very posh area of Mumbai. So we went for a walk. And
Mm-hmm.
while walking, he said, Prantik, I just want to try some jeans. So we entered a jeans store. He
Mm-hmm.
entered. He picked up a jeans, went to the trial room, wore it. It was custom fit. It was as if it was custom fit.
Mm-hmm.
So he wore that. He asked, "How does it look?" Like, great, Sham. I think you should buy. So he went inside, changed it, came back, handed over the jeans, said thank you, and moved out.
Is it?
Yeah, just. And when he came out, I was just looking at him. Sham, that jeans really looked good. Well, I know
Mm-hmm.
that really fit well. Yes, I felt it. Why
Mm-hmm.
didn't you buy? I didn't want to buy. But it was great. It costed 25,000 rupees.
Mm-hmm.
My jaw dropped. 25,000 rupees for that one jeans. Well, yes. You didn't want to buy. Then why did you enter? Why did you go for a trial?
Right.
He said, they don't charge for trials.
That's wonderful. That's a beautiful lesson that you learned because when I hear
A lot
this
of things.
experience, yeah, when I hear about this experience of visiting a showroom, just trying that, it also shows us that some things we do not do out of our own inherent fear.
Yes.
Suppose, for example, when you're in college days or when you are in initial days of your career, we have that fear, how do I enter a branded showroom where the first pair of jeans starts from 3000 or 4000 rupees? That doesn't fit my pocket. But this is beautiful mentorship
Yeah.
journey that you have had with him and some of the most prestigious institutions globally, like NIS, Sparta, Heart Inspired USA,
Hmm.
Holistic Living Center, and more. Of
Hmm.
all the frameworks and techniques you have mastered,
Hmm.
which do you think have the biggest real world impact those for those people who are feeling stuck in life or business or their corporate career?
I would say something that I created, Tattva Bodhika. So the reason being, Tattva Bodhika is a system where it helps you understand any person's psychology, especially the communication psychology, in just 30 seconds of interaction.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is, if you look at all the challenges today in the corporate world, in the personal world,
Right.
it starts with lack of communication. It is not a problem of skills. It is a problem of interpersonal communication problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and in that interpersonal communication problem, many times, like you with your team, if you have ever done a job, okay, you run a business. So how many times have you said this? Why do I need to repeat the same thing again and again? Why don't you understand it at the first go?
This is a very common expression,
It's a
right?
common expression, right? So sometimes we have a good amount of meetings, okay, maybe 1 2 hours of meetings. After that, also people are still confused. Actually, what did they wanted to say?
Right.
Okay, so these things creates lot of misunderstanding and lot of conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
That conflicts, okay, also piles up in a. If we talk about the business world, there was a review done by Harvard Business. So in 2002, they came up with the statistics that 87% of the business issues are due to lack of interpersonal communication, and it is not due to skill deficiency.
Mm-hmm.
In sync to that, Metal also found out, there's a Metal report which says that managers spend 40% of the time in managing conflicts.
Right, right.
So now imagine the 30 days. 40% of that 30 days, 12 days.
12
12
days.
days, the managers are just spending time. Please don't fight. Please collaborate and work.
Yeah,
So they're only focused on the productivity for 18 days. 12 days, it's all gone for a toss.
right.
Okay, and that impacted, which a Gallup research has come up with the statistic is there was a loss of 350 US billion in 1 year alone across the globe in productivity. That means the companies could have earned this much, but
Yeah.
they lost it because the manager were spending a lot of time in managing conflicts, not productivity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a crucial thing that people should know.
When we talk about Tattva Bodhika system, your elemental discovery system,
Yeah.
How does it reshape your own personal approach to coaching and connecting with people, if I may ask?
So let me set the context. Where
Mm.
did it start from, and how did I enter this, and how is it useful for all?
Sure, sure.
You have a sibling, Anurag?
Yeah, I have a younger
Yes,
brother. Yeah.
younger brother, right? So now see, okay, observe. You both of you are coming from the same set of parents,
Right.
but you observe that both of you think, feel, and behave very differently.
Yeah, we are poles apart in terms of
Also,
thinking. Right, right.
so that something of that thing happened to me in my home. So I have a younger sister who is 5 years younger to me. She was very, very confident over the stage. She used to go participate in elocution competition, in sports, drama, dance. She used to participate, and I always used to think, how can she be so confident? I'm her elder brother. Okay, we are coming from the same set of parents, but I'm shy. I'm not very confident on stage. So
Mm-hmm.
this was me that intrigued me. But I really feel blessed that thank God I was shy. Thank God my sister was very confident because that gave me the question, the quest to find out the answer for that.
Right.
Then as I went to the college, because I was shy, I was not very confident. I never approached. So I never had any girlfriends or relationships in the college time.
Mm-hmm.
But I had friends who had a lot of relationships in the college time. So whenever they used to fall in a relationship, I used to go and ask, what made you fall in love with this person? What really
Mm-hmm.
clicked? How did that person propose you? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what do you really love to talk about? Okay, so I used to go, and because I was a very good friend of mine, they used to all share very comfortably, so they didn't find these questions odd. So that became a kind of my mental notes. Two different people, they're coming together. These things they like. Few people like the other things. Okay, some people were very calm, but some people were very energetic. These were my observation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm an extremely creative person, but equally I'm an introvert person. So there are few people who are so fantastic with high on energy. So
Mm-hmm.
those quests, it always was with me, and I wanted to. I wondered how does it happen. By 2017-18, I started to understand the personalities of people. I
Mm-hmm.
started to read books on personalities. I started to invest my time in learning about those. And then I also found out that whenever we talk about personalities, human
Right.
psychology, the
Right.
credit was mostly given to the Western scientists, Western doctors.
Mm-hmm. True.
And I just made a research. Where did they get the information from? Okay,
Mm.
when I
What is the
researched,
source? Yeah, what is
what
the
is the
source of
source?
information?
What is the source? How did they come up with that thing? Okay, we take their names, we understand their principles, I understand all respect to them. But where did they get that idea from? So when I researched, I found out that doctor got a script from China.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got a script of 460 BC or something of that sort. Okay, now where did China people get that script? When I researched again, I found out it went from India, an Indian base of Ayurveda.
Okay.
So I identified that we have been continuously speaking about elements ages long. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
3,500 years back, when we were the first pioneer in Ayurveda.
Right.
So at that time, we always used to deal with these five elements. And that is how we designed the word Prakruti, Swabhava.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Vat Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, these are the terminologies in Ayurveda which tells about what is the behavioral aspect of that body. The certain two elements or three elements are in this combination, this body will be called as Vat Prakriti. If these two elements are in a certain proportion in one body, it is called Pitta Prakriti. And that's how the body tends to behave, and that's how the person tends to behave. So all these things were already there in Ayurveda. So I started to study them, and then I realized studied that this does not just impact the body behavior; it also impacts your thinking pattern.
True.
All these five elements are present in us, and if one of the element, the influence of one of the element is more, the person feels, thinks, and behaves in that certain way, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how Tattva Bodhika was born.
And I was going through your bio, and then I saw that you have also you have the copyright for that. You have that
Yeah,
trademark
yeah,
for
it's
that.
a trademark.
And yeah, and it's very common in India that people invent something, a concept or a theory, but they do not go for trademark. But I was intrigued by it is being trademarked by you. So what led you to do that? Like, what was the initial thought process? Because I see that this entire thing was trademark, and while we are recording this podcast episode, I and my listeners will love to understand, the very dynamics of trademark in India, some people ignore it. They think that, okay, why to trademark? Who will steal it from us? So please throw light on that.
You have asked me such a beautiful question. I would really appreciate you for that. I've done so many podcasts, but none of them have ever asked this.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the secret, and I'll tell
Mm.
you the source also. How did that click?
Right.
So, uh, and by the way, in India, what happens is you start something, and people are available there to take it, grasp it, or claim that it's their own kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the trademark. Copyright is very, very important.
Mm.
I'll tell you. I'm a big movie fan.
Okay.
Big movie fan. The idea of writing a book on elements came
Mm.
from a movie,
What was the name of that movie?
Avatar 2,
Oh, that's
The Way of Water. So I went to the theater. I love watching movies in theater. So I went to the theater. I watched Avatar 2. I booked, I think after 2 days later, I booked the ticket again. Went and watched it again. And when I
Mhm.
came back, I recalled the Avatar 1 movie. And if you observe in Avatar 2, Jake, Sully, and the family were in danger,
Mhm.
come to a certain tribe, which is the water people. And these water people, knowing that it could be dangerous, they accommodated them.
Right.
So water, basically water as an element, it has the ability to assimilate and accommodate.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that is what the nature of people came.
Mhm.
When you watch Avatar 1 movie, when Jake Sully went into that tribe for the first time, if you see they were living on a tree.
Mhm.
They had certain rules to follow.
Right.
They come from the element earth.
And here there is a contrast. Here we have water.
Okay. So one
Mm.
was the earth element who had some rules, who had rituals, they had prayers and everything. Then the water, they're accommodative. They are nurturing people. Okay.
Right.
When I came back, I researched that James Cameron and everybody are planning the next series of movies. The next will be about fire. Okay. They
Okay.
will be red in color, they will be aggressive, and they might even show the negative aspect of the Navis over there.
Mm. Mhm.
Then I saw these are elements coming up. So this element also can be depicted this way. So that is where my study of Ayurveda and these three movies came in line. So I thought of writing the book. Now, while I started to write to
Mhm.
trademark it, okay, trademark Tattva Bodhika and copyright the entire content,
Right.
came from the movie Drishyam 2.
Okay. So you are a big Bollywood fan also.
I'm a big Bollywood fan. I get so many ideas. Most of the ideas, the concepts, even the activities that I design comes from movies also, by the way.
Okay.
So I watched Drishyam 2, and there's a scene over there
Mm.
where Ajay Devgan is talking, that main actor, protagonist, is talking to the watchman, or one
Mhm.
a character who is playing the watchman role. And
Mhm.
Ajay Devgan is saying that I'm a producer of a movie, and I'll be casting you in one of the movie in a certain role. So that watchman, the gatekeeper, asks, "Why are you delaying so much? What will happen if somebody copies the story?
Mhm.
Nobody can copy it. Only why? Just to protect the copyright, I have already made it converted into a novel and it is there somewhere. So anybody tries to copy, I can say that is all already written. It's my copy. So even before I had written the first chapter,
Mhm.
Tattva Bodhika had gone for trademark.
Okay, okay, that's
It- it-
and that's also having a vision about about what's coming ahead, and it's very important that you as a leadership coach and your visionary experiences also helps your client base, right? So
Absolutely.
if we talk about your flagship workshop, the
Mhm.
secret to breakthrough, again that's a trademark. So
Yeah.
it's legendary for changing belief systems. So
Yeah.
can you walk our listeners through how someone can start challenging their limiting beliefs even at home?
The only way, this is a very powerful, I really should appreciate you are asking very powerful questions. And all the
Thank you.
listeners, I should tell all of you, this is not rehearsed question. These are all extempore. Okay. All being asked live, uh, first time here itself. So none of these are practiced. None of these questions are sent to me in first hand. So this Anurag is that creative person asking me such powerful questions. So,
Thank you.
how does one break any kind of belief? Okay, before that, I'll tell how the beliefs are formed. Also, I'll for listeners, it will help both ways
Yeah,
to
it will be very
understand the
beneficial for them, right?
yeah to understand. So, the belief is one way. I'm not saying this is the only way, but this is one way to identify how the beliefs get formed. So, I call it three-step questions. Okay, What did I ask?
Mm-hmm.
What did I get? And what did I choose to believe? These are the three questions. What did I ask? What did I get? And what did I choose to believe?
Right.
So, to give an example, in your childhood, you went to your father,
Mm-hmm.
Papa, I need 500 rupees pocket money.
Right.
So, the first question is, what did you ask? I asked for 500 rupees.
500 rupees.
Okay. What did I get from father? Okay. One case will be scolding. 500 rupees. Do you think money is easy to earn? Does money grow on trees? Okay,
Right.
why 500? No, you won't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, second question, what did I get? I get a lecture, but no money.
No money.
And what did I choose to believe? Oh, Papa said money is very hard to earn. So, money is, I believe, very hard to earn. So, that's a belief.
That's a belief.
Okay. Now, second scenario. What did I ask? I went to Papa. I asked for, Papa, please give me 500 rupees. 500 rupees? So much at this age? No, you won't get 500 rupees. I'll give you only 100.
Mm-hmm.
So take 100. So what did I ask? 500. What did I get? 100 rupees. So what did I choose to believe? I don't always get what I ask for.
Yeah, that's the
I
lesson.
yeah, that's what the brain starts to believe in. I always get less than what I ask for. Okay. Scenario. So I went to a father. I asked for 500 rupees pocket money. I didn't get it. Then I go to my mom. I ask for 500 rupees. Mom says, okay, I will give you 500 rupees, but don't tell your papa.
This is a secret between us.
There's a secret between us. So what did I ask? I asked for 500 rupees from papa. Okay, I did not get. I went and asked my mom. I got it. But I also got an idea that we can hide things from papa, or rather, we can hide things from parents. So there are few things that I can do without telling them, right?
That paves the way, right?
That's how. And then the parents complain. I don't know how our children have started to lie to us. You only trained this way.
Between
This one.
parents, yeah, and this
Yeah,
is very common in
very
family
common.
setup. Yeah, you want to take some money from your dad, and dad doesn't give, then you have the option to go to your brothers, your
Yeah,
siblings, or any other relative, and that's something we do, and it also limits our belief. When a person freshly out of college goes into enters into the job market, what is the first question that they get, that after clearing their interview round, they are asked that what do you expect as a salary, right? So there also I believe that limiting beliefs tend to push people to ask for lesser salary. Do you think so?
that is one of them. In fact, one topic that is very rarely discussed in Indian families is money. Okay, because they themselves have not been trained. They themselves do not know. Financial education is very less over here, so that's why they are not even teaching the children. Even in the interview, they're not even asked to answer it straight away. I'm expecting X amount of income.
Mm.
So that also the limiting beliefs comes over here. So this is
Yeah.
how the beliefs get formed. Okay. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if we take it to the college level, okay, just for an
Mm-hmm.
example, ki, I liked somebody, I went and proposed somebody. She said no. Then I started to believe is I'm not good enough to be loved.
Mm. Right.
I go to my boss. I ask for leave. I don't get leave. Job sucks, and I can't do well in my job. Nobody supports me in my job. So a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
right? So these three questions. Remember, what did I ask? What did I get? And what did I choose to believe? That is how the beliefs get formed, even at adult age, also, not just in the children.
Mm-hmm.
At any age, this gets formed. Now, how to break? The first way to weaken, you have before you break, you need to weaken it.
Yeah, weaken the
Weaken the belief,
foundation. Yeah,
the
the
foundation.
foundation of the belief. Right, right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You need to question it enough. Okay.
We would like to say that we are talking to Prantik, and his book Khulja Simsim. It uses stories to help readers unlock their hidden treasures. And for someone who feels ordinary, Prantik, I wanted to ask you that for someone who feels ordinary, what is your message if they are searching for their own password to success?
If somebody is feeling ordinary, nothing wrong with that. What's harm in being ordinary? Somebody asked me, "What do you really want?" The question was something very nice: rich lifestyle, big thinking, high living.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me such a question
Mhm,
many months back. So
mhm.
I said I would need high living, simple thinking. Okay, high
Okay.
living. There's no problem in living luxuriously. Okay, but I can think simple way. Simple way is how can I spend my this next 1 hour? What can I read? How can I impact more 10 people today? So the life is very simple. You need to just have certain things that you want to do, you love to do, and you can do it consistently.
Right, right.
That's and don't take it otherwise. Also, consistently means I'm never even saying that you have to do it daily.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay. Consistently means you can do that without a break if you choose to.
Yeah.
Okay, like
You love doing that work.
I
Yeah.
I
It's your
love doing that
passion.
work.
Yeah, right, right. Mm,
I don't use the word passion, by the way.
mm,
Okay, because the passion originally has a different meaning, so I don't use it. I love it. I use
mhm,
that. So I love it. I love doing it, whatever I do. Okay, but do I take a break? Yes, because I also need to rejuvenate myself. I take a break. I come back. I again keep doing that thing. So that is how something that you really love to do. So the high living, simple thinking is good.
mm,
Now, considering that I am an ordinary and I can't do big, that is where the problem lies.
mm,
Okay, ordinary and extraordinary. Matlab, I will always take care of the be extraordinary. Okay, ordinary, you are labeling yourself as below somebody, then I will have a problem with that. Okay,
mm.
now people who are thinking, okay, they are below somebody. Okay, let me give you some ideas. You will be below somebody at any point or the other.
Yeah, yeah. In the
Okay,
social hierarchy, or
in social,
in even
yeah,
even anywhere,
by
right? Yeah.
default, by default, you will be below somebody. It's like driving your car, riding a bike on the road, on the highway. Somebody is going to be ahead of you, somebody is going to be behind you.
True. Yeah.
You can't be ahead of everybody.
Right.
Okay, so let's accept this entire idea कि we are going to be below somebody at number two, at number this, at one point or the other.
Right. Right.
Okay, so let's accept it. Don't be in that. I will be number one. No, don't be. It's okay to be number two. It's okay to be number three. Okay, but wherever I am giving my best because for the work that I'm doing, I will have an audience for my service also.
Right.
Okay, if I'm charging a lakh of rupees, or if I'm charging a 5 lakh rupees for a certain program, so there I will always have an audience who is ready to give me that 5 lakh. And if somebody is charging 50,000 rupees, there will be an audience who will be comfortable paying 50,000 rupees
Yeah. Yeah. There's always segmentation of a client base. Yeah,
by
based on
default.
needs. Right.
By
Right.
default, and the same thing, if Tony Robbins does it, he charges $1 million, okay, for an hour or so coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So there are different ways, okay, and people are at that level also are ready to pay for that. So
Right.
there are people. So if we number right now, Tony Robbins as number one,
Mm,
okay, there will be number two, there will be number three. I also come in somewhere in the hierarchy. So
right.
somewhere someone is ahead of me, somewhere somebody is behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Do your work perfectly well, you'll be happy. So it is no question of being ordinary or something. It's about you doing your best, whatever you are supposed to do.
Yeah, doing our best and using our skill set and experiences to deliver an excellent output is very important. And to our dear listeners, I want to inform you that Prantik has worked with over 110 organizations, whether it is international schools, startups, corporates. But to Prantik, I would like to ask, what's an unforgettable transformation you may have seen in a skeptical CEO, executive director, or a struggling student, or a team on the verge of burnout?
Mhm. So let me start with a student. There was a student, I don't recall his name right now. He was in 10th grade. Okay. He was
Okay.
in 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a very, very, very nice student. Okay. A very, very cute looking child, everything. But the only problem was he had failed. He was in 10th grade. So he had failed in all the mathematics exam in last three exams.
Okay.
Okay, that was his biggest challenge. And the mother's name is Deepika Bhabi. So
Mm-hmm.
she came and on 24th of January 2014, she comes to me and says, Prantik Bhaiya, my son, Rutuj, okay, I recall his name,
Okay. You
Rutuj.
remember his
So
name now.
yes, Rutuj is my son Rutuj in all the exams and board exam, not school, because if he there will be no 100% pass result in our school, so
Mm-hmm.
it will break the track record.
Mm-hmm.
So the mother was very upset. So I said, okay, fine. So the mother, the child, and few other students of similar ways who were weak in studies, they all came in for my breakthrough workshop in
Okay.
2014. So remember, it is 24th January 2014, they're attending the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
3rd of February, they're writing their second prelims.
Okay.
Okay. 20th of Feb, I get a call 11 a.m. Deepika Bhabi saying that Prantik Bhaiya, I'm going to receive the report card.
Report card.
Okay, and I've been called to principal's office to
Mm-hmm.
collect the report card. Okay, okay, great. Please let me know what happens after that.
Mm-hmm.
In the evening, I get a call saying that I entered the principal's cabin. Principal stood up,
Mm-hmm.
handing over the report card and saying, "What did you do with Rutuj? he has stood first in mathematics in his class.
That's excellent.
So he had been failing in mathematics continuously from all the last three, four exams.
Mm-hmm.
And this time he stood first. Okay. Now, what happened is he entirely changed his belief about studies and especially mathematics. We changed the entire belief of his. Something that he was scared of, we removed that fear in those 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And once it was removed, okay, and the most important, it's not just what happened in those 2 days, also both of them, they applied all the tools that we recommended in the workshop till they got the board exam result. By the way, he had written that I will score 85% in my 10th board exam, and he scored, I think, 86 something.
So he has exceeded his expectations.
Accident.
That's a beautiful story of transformation
So this
in
is
the life of
something.
this. Yeah. And do you want to share any experience of you working with CEOs, executive directors, any transformative experience that you have seen in their life or they would have shared with you as you are their coach?
Yeah. So there was another industry. They make rotor switches, the switches for machines. So I was consulting the CEO and their core team members. So there were
Okay.
12 of them. And what happened is for two, three sessions, I used to go to them. Last three sessions, they were continuously complaining. And I gave them a listening ear and okay, went out, whatever you want to went out. So they were just complaining, complaining, complaining. So the third time I went there, I locked the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I said, I am tired of your complaints. Let us do something, some powerful action.
Okay.
So this was 27th of November.
Okay.
7th of November. Okay, I asked them, what is your best product? Okay, in all the things that you make. So they said that rotary switch. How much did you sell? What was the turnover of rotary switch alone in October? So
Mm-hmm.
they said 31 lakhs. Okay, great.
Okay.
How much are you planning to do in December? We'll do 32 lakhs. No, I don't like that. I need a better number. Okay, we'll do 35 lakhs. Well, I need a better number. 38 to 40, that range is good enough. We can stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't like that. Then how much you want, sir? Then I said, I need 70 lakhs. I need double of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not possible. We can't do it. As all they came up with a lot of complaint. And that day, I had asked the CEO not to come in. Okay, because I want to deal with them. So I became the CEO for that day. And I said that door will not open till the time we go out of the room with the idea of possibility.
Mm.
Okay, whatever you want to shoot, you shoot. So they said,
Okay.
no, we don't have night shift. We do not have an extra conveyor belt. We have other orders also. It's not possible. Great. Each and every person started to tell what all is not possible. How is it not possible? Okay, why we can't do this? Everything. And finally, I just want you to think that it is possible. Okay,
Mm.
we'll go out with the idea of possibility. So I had entered the room at 4 p.m. I came out of the room at 7:30 p.m. because at 7:30, the 12th person
Mm-hmm.
said, yes, it's possible.
So they agreed that they will hit that sales target.
Okay. Then we jotted out certain plans, what all
Mm.
we'll be doing. I said,
Mm.
I will not be coming in the month of December. I'll come just once after 15 days, just to have a check if everything's going on well and if there are any queries. Okay. For the consulting, I won't be coming in December. Okay. So they started to work everything. 3rd of December. Okay. Remember, this was 27th November. 3rd
Right.
of December, I get a call. Amol, who was the sales head, Prantik sir, you won't believe what happened. Why will I not believe? That's my topic. I teach that. I teach that. How will I not believe that? Okay. Tell me what happened. So he said that only through one company we got 30 lakhs order.
From a single client.
Single order was 30 lakhs. So now how much is remaining? Only 40 lakhs. Good. So now you have 28 days to fulfill that. Continue with that.
Almost a month. Yeah.
Okay, almost a month, and 50% of the order, almost 50% order was through one order. So they kept on working, kept on working. I just went for one small 1 or 2 hours, okay, consulting and understanding what is happening, if they're doing it well. And I moved on. 31st December, 6 p.m. I get a call from the CEO.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Prantik, the goal that you had given to my team, well, yes. So I just want to give you the records. Well, yes, sure. He said. So the record is we have a completed purchase order of 69.72 lakhs.
Wow. That's
Okay,
beautiful. Yeah.
of rotary switch alone, out of which 55 lakhs has been dispatched, and the remaining will be dispatched in coming maybe 10 days also.
Oh, that's great. That's the
Okay.
power of coaching. Yeah. That's.
So now the entire team, after that, I said that you have learned whatever you wanted to learn. Please continue with that. Whenever you need something deeper now, I'll come back again. So they only continued with that. And with that belief, they kept on working, working, working. And whatever turnover they had thought of, the CEO and the team had thought of, that this is what we'll achieve, they achieved. Those incoming next 2 financial years, they were continuously hitting the targets.
Right. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, this will help our listeners to understand how a good coaching can reshape your limiting beliefs and you can turn to be a successful person, whether it's your business, sales, anything. Thank you so much, Prantik, for sharing this story. Now we'll
Pleasure.
move to the next segment of our podcast, and this segment is quick fire round. And I will be asking you questions, and you have to answer that in seconds. No
Sure.
thinking. Let's start. One book that changed your life.
Or a subconscious mind.
Best advice to break through self doubt.
Question your own beliefs.
If we could teach every student in school one thing, what would that be?
Affirmation and visualization.
Your personal mantra when times get tough.
If the time gets tough, I only say this too shall pass.
Thank you so much.
It's teaching me something.
That's so poetic. Moving forward, Prantik, what's the next revolution in personal growth you see coming?
People are inclined more towards coaching.
Right.
So that is one area that many people are still skeptical, but
Mhm.
they're also gunning for finding their own coach. So the revolution will be the people who have a coach, people who are getting coached will have faster growth, faster result than anybody else. Okay.
Right.
And because of the modes of distraction that we have today with all the social media platforms, so we are getting very easily distracted. And people who independently also, without coach also, if I have to tell them something, if you
Right.
just practice focus, you will be ahead of hundreds and thousands of people. Okay. With coach, it becomes faster, easier. And without coach also, if you want to do, then practice focus.
Thank you so much, Prantik. And my last question in this podcast episode: what's your vision for Live Inspired in the next 5 years?
I will be creating 100 trainers on teaching Tattva Bodhika. So
Mhm.
I'm starting up with my train the trainer with Tattva Bodhika. So people who are wanting to spread the science of elements to across the globe, I'll be teaching. I want to have 100 trainers in 3 years and 500 trainers in next 5 years.
Thank you so much. Wishing you all the success in your vision. And thank you so much for sharing your story with our listeners. And for everyone tuning in, whether you are looking to break limiting beliefs, improve your relationships, or take your team to new heights, remember your journey from limitations to liberation can start today. Check out Prantik's book, Live Inspired, Elements Within, and Khulja Simsim. And I am Anurag Paul, and this is Life Talks with Anurag Paul. And if this episode sparked an aha moment for you, hit follow, share with a friend, and keep living inspired. See you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Anurag.